Hello, everyone, and welcome into post-show headlines, Birds post-game edition. And Johnny, we said it last week. Hopefully, the next one will be happier because they lost the last two games. And the last two post-show headlines, when we did the post-game edition,
they were gloomy.
They sucked, but they won yesterday. They beat Carson Wentz and the Minnesota Vikings. So it is a festive day, kind of, because there's still a lot to unpack. So 5 downs, 2 minutes apiece. Then we get the hell out of here after the Eagles' 5th win of the season, beating the Minnesota Vikings yesterday, 28-22. Johnny, you have our first down topic. What do we got?
Yeah, please like and subscribe because we love it when you show up.
I got to do that.
All right, what I hear when I'm reading between the lines from the Eagles players is a very, very subtle, please trust us. It's the message that I think they're trying to all get across to their offensive coaches. Please trust us, whether it's Jordan Mailata, whether it's the offensive linemen all across the board, whether it is you're talking about right now, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. I think they're all begging for it in Jalen Hurts.
So let's think of some of them. Lane Johnson talked about the predictability of the offense.
Yes.
Jalen Hurts against the Rams, we have to stop playing not to lose.
Correct.
Earlier in the game, pointing to Kevin Patullo, this is how we run it.
Right.
Devontae Smith literally said that play was there all day. The play-action touchdown pass to Devontae, he said it was there all day.
And remember a couple weeks earlier, Jalen and Devontae, wasn't even in the playbook.
That was Saquon. That was the wheel route.
That wasn't even in the playbook.
Yes. So
I mean, this is clear and apparent. The players are letting us know.
Yeah. And it's amazing because there were some people that wanted to give Kevin Patullo credit today, like our own Connor Thomas. I go, we were watching different games, and he was there. We were watching different games because I saw the touchdown pass to A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts pointing downfield. I saw a lot of the third down conversions, Jalen Hurts extending plays and figuring things out. They were playing schoolyard football at times yesterday, and that's all the credit in the world to the Jalen Hurts, and credit to the receivers for keeping their head up, finding a space, not giving up on the play, and keeping it going because – guys, that's pretty much what won them the football game yesterday.
Does it surprise you now how often, though, Jalen Hurts does not take off and run? How he runs now to extend plays.
Yeah.
He rarely runs to ever run, and he rarely runs design runs.
Yeah, I mean,
where are the design runs in this offense? They were always effective.
Yeah, they had one yesterday. It was a fake. It may have been RPO.
I think it was RPO.
Left, and then
I think it was RPO.
He ran out of bounds.
I think that was an RPO. I'm like, I want to see some design runs in the offense. I don't want to see him getting unnecessarily hit.
Right.
But I want some design runs in this offense.
Yeah.
I want a lot. How about this? I want a little from Kevin Patullo, a little more than we're getting.
All right. So second down, you go from the message that maybe the players are giving subtly, or maybe not so subtly.
Not subtly anymore.
But I don't think so anymore. Truth serum. How does Sirianni actually feel? Because we played clips from his press conference, and he gave credit to everybody, including Kevin Patullo and the offensive coaching staff for the adjustments that they made at halftime. The adjustment, by the way, running pass plays under center is something that I'll give you more credit than me. You were talking about it for 6 weeks.
Yes.
That you wanted to see more out of it. And it's because of the 90% of the times in shotgun they were passing and 90% of the times under center they were running.
Well, to
that's
me,
the predictability conversation.
Well, the thing is, though, if your playbook is predictable, then if you're under center, at least it's just going to be masked just by accident.
Right.
The fact that he's under center, it's going to be masked.
Right. So how do you think he actually feels? Do you think he's going into his meeting with Kevin Patullo today saying, hey, you did some great things today? Or is he saying, let's build off of what the players accomplished?
I think he's saying, let's build off what the players accomplished. Because one thing I think with Nick Sirianni is, I don't think he's lying behind closed doors. I think he's lying behind microphones.
I agree.
I think Nick Sirianni is too good, too successful a head coach that he's not lying. The players wouldn't be backing him. How about this? The players wouldn't back him the way they back him if he was a liar behind closed doors.
Right.
They'd throw him under the bus. I've seen enough coaches.
Oh, yeah.
I saw Bobby Petrino. I saw Jim Mora Jr. I saw coaches where the players literally were coming to us and telling us what kind of a jackasses guys were behind the scenes. They love playing for this guy.
Sure.
That comes with loyalty, and that's bred by being genuine and being honest. So to me, he's not lying to them behind closed doors. He's saying to Patullo, look, a lot went our way yesterday. It's got to start going our way because of our plan.
Yeah.
Not just because of what Jalen.
But then again, let's face it, Nick is a very conservative coach.
Way conservative. And
He is. So maybe
and the funny thing is I tend to love that.
Yeah.
I tend to love him.
Not when it's not working.
It's not working, and that's it.
And it hasn't been working.
Right. And that's
so
it.
I wonder if Nick goes, nah, Kevin, let's keep doing what we've been doing.
No,
I don't know. We'll see.
No.
I'm telling you, next week's going to be really interesting.
Because
to see what
I'm telling you, you got 1 week to sort of take the lid off this thing a little bit before the 1-2 punch. It's your 1-2 punch. It's the hardest 2 weeks. It's Detroit. It's that Detroit and Green Bay.
Yep.
It's the Green Bay, Detroit, and it's a short week. 2 games in a 6-day period.
Yeah. All right. Third down.
All right.
I don't want anybody commenting right away. What is this guy freaking talking about?
I'll do that later.
Is it worth giving other players a couple more carries? And the reason why I asked that question, it's nothing against Saquon Barkley. When you've seen A.J. Dillon early on.
Uh-huh. Where is A.J. Dillon, by the way?
Well, he was inactive yesterday.
I understand.
Shipley, very little.
Uh-huh.
Tank Bigsby, 1 carry yesterday. I've seen them pop off for a 7, 8, 9, 10-yard run. Why? Defenses probably go, all right, Saquon's not out there.
Right.
We don't have to stack the box. Even though the offensive line has not been spectacular this year by any means, maybe they can block more when it's 5-on-5 instead of 8 guys in the box trying to stop Saquon Barkley. As Andrew DeCecco would use the word behoove, would it almost behoove the Eagles to give Tank Bigsby 3 carries and Will Shipley 5 carries? Because that may then change what the defense is doing up front.
Here's what you have to do. Can you give me a 10-point lead in the third quarter? Can you give me? Yeah. Like the thing is,
I'm talking about the drive stalling.
Well,
that's second quarter when they had basically 3 and outs.
Yeah, but here's where I think is what you're asking for a really conservative coach that has the stable of talent that he's got. I think he's saying you give the Eagles a 20-10 lead in the third quarter on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them giving Bigsby and them carries like that. Put the Eagles in a 1-score game, and I think they're reluctant. I think it's one of those things where they're not. If you give them a 10-point lead, a 14-point lead, I think you get your wish. I really do. I think they're reluctant. They're conservative to trust those guys.
I would do it. I would do it earlier just to give them the defense.
I know you would. I know
they're loading up the box. They're like, we don't want this guy to beat us. So we are. If he's on the field, there will be 8 men in the box, or 6 men, or 7 men in the box. We're going to do whatever we can to stop number 26. But as soon as you see Shipley, Dillon, and Tank Bigsby out there, and no, I'm not saying bench Saquon Barkley. I'm saying for a first down, just so that you're 2nd and 6.
I know you
would.
Or
2nd and 5. Because how many times are we seeing 2nd and 12s this year, or 2nd and 10s?
This plays, though, to what we've talked about, what we just were talking about. You, if you're the head coach and you're the play caller, you would do that. I don't think Nick Sirianni does. I think he's too conservative with that. And the thing is, I have a feeling I'd be more like Sirianni, too. I think I would. I'd be like, do I trust these guys in a tight game?
3.3 yards per carry has been really fun this year.
I got
what's
you.
4th down?
All right, I'm all ready. And it's only Monday. And I'm already in my head, in my heart, putting too much emphasis on this Eagles team blowing the doors off the Giants to prove something to me on Sunday, which is a dumb way to go into a game. It's a dumb way to go into a game as a fan. It's a dumb way to go into a game as a talk show host. Because to me, I'm already putting it into my head that
like we did last Thursday.
Not only that the Eagles got to win a game, but the Eagles got to now go and blow the doors off the Giants because of the way that game went at MetLife a couple weeks ago. They have to go and make a statement.
I would like to see it.
No, I knew. See, here's where you're more rational. You'd like to see it, but I am already in my head going, I've got to see it. I got to see the 34-17. I got to see Jackson Dart on his ass quite a few times. I got to see 2 turnovers. I have to see. I'm already building this thing up where I'm almost going to be like, they win 27-17, I'm disappointed. And that's stupid because it can't be that way. But I'm already saying I'm stupid because I'm already doing this to myself. You're not stupid.
Yeah, look, I get you because you want to see it at some point. And it's been a rough year.
It's been a slog fest.
It's been a slog fest, and they're 5-2, right? And I'm not hey, well, at least they're 5-2. That's not who I am. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, you just played this team. Now, if anything, you should have extra motivation in this game because they just beat the crap out of you
and
made you look like fools.
And they really celebrated it.
Yes, they did.
And Giants social media celebrated it. Bye, Eagles, bye.
Yeah.
And all that crap.
Jackson Dart, Scattaboo's got his shirt off at midfield.
And they played Dreams and Nightmares in the locker room afterwards.
Yep.
I'm telling you, if the Eagles don't come out motivated Sunday to just lay one on these punks, I swear to you, I'm going to be such a fever pitch by Sunday. It's unreal.
Good thing they're going into the bye afterwards.
Oh yeah.
All right. Lastly, we gave you a lock on Friday.
We did, and by the way, we did pretty well.
Carson Wentz, the over/under rushing yards was 9.5,
and we called for that. We thought that was going to be just an absolute gimme.
He had like a 12-yard run in the fourth quarter and then another one.
He did that in 2 different runs. He beat that number.
So that was like a stone cold lock. Carson Wentz trying to do too much, even though it was effective. Too much against his old team. Like over/under 9.5 rushing yards was an absolute freaking lock. Now I did not pick the Eagles to win, so we did not pick the spread. I know you did though.
I did, and much more difficult though, and it was very good for my Bet Parks app. I did the over 1.5 turnovers for Carson Wentz.
Yes, you did.
And it hit in the second quarter.
Yeah, that didn't take all that long.
And all I had to do was have the Eagles win the game. And I'm like, because I took money line Eagles.
Okay.
So I was like, I didn't even take the points. I said, lay in the points.
Was that low 200s or
I didn't lay the points.
What was the money line?
I put it on. I put money line.
There's only 2.5 points.
The Eagles were getting, but the Eagles were giving. It was a negative. The Eagles were negative.
Yeah.
So I did negative Eagles money line. I had Carson Wentz for that. I had Jalen Hurts passing yards, but I only had to go over 2.
Oh yeah, it was low.
210.
Yeah, his will always be low until he does this consistently.
Jalen's passing yards, I was over. I was feeling great on.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was there. All they had to do was win the game, and so the only thing I was waiting at the end was think. So I even had time to wrap my Christmas presents. So it was great. So I did all that.
You sent me a photo.
I sent you that picture by halftime.
I said that you were insane.
And I was insane, but I was insane with our picks. And so it was good to finally get that off there.
Damn right. Damn right.
It's going to be a big week on Kincade and Salciunas.
Yes. So thank you for being a part of Post Show Headlines. As always, as John said, like and subscribe.
We love you.
We'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey guys, Andrew Salciunas, host of Kincade and Salciunas. Just want to thank you for checking out all of our great videos that we have on our YouTube channel every single day. Make sure, if you can, please like and subscribe and check out all the videos that we have on our YouTube channel, whether it's for us, Kincade and Salciunas, of course, our midday show, as well as Unfiltered with Bill and Ricky.